Hey there, it's Brian Bliss, and I wanted to go over a question that I got, but I want you to pay attention and turn off your email and try not to be distracted because I'm going to go through a lot of material, and if you're distracted you might miss something real quick. So in any case, I get this question: how do you sell a service when you don't know it very well? I'm an engineer who's now spending about half my time in business development. Field of engineering I personally do is very narrow, but my company offers a broader range of engineering products and services. When I'm developing relationships with clients, I rarely know how to do the technical work they're looking for. I'm often selling a service and product that only I superficially understand. Learning how to design all the possible services products would take several lifetimes. Been focusing on the relationship side of marketing, but I'm curious, what techniques do people or have people used to sell stuff that they don't know very well? Now, this is really important. The first idea is to go into this with the mindset that when a customer is asking you a question that you can find out an answer to, they've given you a gift. Especially, now I took this question and I went on to look over at the person's profile and find out a little bit more about the product that he's selling. But if we go over and we look, civil engineer, project manager, managing projects, responsibilities, pipeline construction management, project management, team management, cured in place pipe jacking, auger board, sewer rehabilitation. So this is not a spontaneous purchasing decision on the part of the customer you're dealing with. These are big, detailed, long-lasting projects, and you really simply can't be expected to know the solution to every problem. You can't be expected to know everything that's ahead of you in that. What the customer is really looking for, instead of just a menu list of all of these separate features, you don't want to be selling features, you want to sell benefits. You want to sell specifically your team's integrity and resourcefulness. The customer is really asking, if we get to this situation, are you going to know how to fix it? The decision maker in large projects like that isn't typically the guy down on the ground installing the pipe. The decision maker is typically a bureaucrat or a bureaucratic organization, and their main concern is I need to know that the contracting service I'm hiring for this situation has the integrity that when we encounter new situations, they've got the integrity to sell me the solution that's just going to do the job the right way in the most efficient, frugal, effective, and safe way, so this isn't going to blow up in my face later on. There are always going to be unplanned extras in an environment like this, like water management, and there's going to be differences in the legal environment. A new law can be passed, budget constraints, different political constraints. Typically, the resolution of the project is very rarely what it sets out to be in the first place. There are changes made along the way, and that's to be expected. So what they want to make sure is you've got the firm that has the resourceful team who can find the answers and the integrity to sell the exact solution that works, and not put people who are already contracted on a line for a really huge extra. You're not going to sell them a $50,000 solution when a $4,000 solution will do. They need to know that they're dealing with a company that they can trust and that's going to be able to figure out everything that needs to happen on the way. So in this situation, if you've got a question that you can't answer, towards the end of the business meeting, use that as an opportunity to look at it as a way to provide an answer and follow up with that customer later on. Before you leave, say, I'm going to make this phone call. I'm going to call Don in engineering. I'm not sure he'll be there, but I'm going to get an answer for you and I'm going to follow up. You've just been given a gift of an opportunity to prove that you're a follow-up kind of guy, an answers finder kind of guy, somebody that they can trust to do what they say, mean what they say, and come back with a solution when a question arises that you don't know the answer to. You have to say, I don't know, but I'll find out. I know the person who can find that out, and we're going to get that solved for you. That's important. I see also that, looking on your profile, that you're a highly educated guy and that there's an awful lot of real high-tech engineering lingo, jargon, and you want to be able to develop rapport specifically by talking in the language, in the tone, mirroring the pace, the style of the person that you're meeting. So, you know, the engineers who are doing the assembly and the design and the construction might not be the same ones who are making the decisions for the team. You may need to know how to speak bureaucratic speak. You also need to know how to speak engineering speak. You also need to be able to know how to speak contractor lingo and just talk right to the guy who you're talking to in the language that they're most used to communicating. You're not going to be able to impress a bureaucrat by confusing him with technological jargon and lingo that he doesn't understand. He's just going to put up a wall. So you'll develop rapport by connecting and dealing with him specifically on a personal level, face to face, speaking their own language. You'll want to check out books like Influence with Cialdini. I see you like Outliers. That's a good start. But another really good book to help you choose to understand and develop rapport with your customers is People Pattern Power by Wyatt and Marilyn Woodsmall. A really good book. It's going to give you different ways of understanding the different ways people communicate, their expectations, ways to leverage their strengths, and communicate in ways that they find empowering and effective. Developing rapport online, you should also, following along in some of Cialdini's elements, give your prospects many small, low-risk opportunities to make a commitment to you, to make a connection to you. Connect with them on Twitter, connect with them on LinkedIn, find out about them in different things that they're interested in. You know, it's a very low-risk way to exchange Twitter handles, and then they've got a sense of communication. They can get to know you better, they can get to know what you're about. The same thing on Twitter. Trust Agents by Chris Brogan, using the web to build influence, improve reputation, and earn trust. That's a really good start for what you want to do. The other book that I think should be definitely on your list is Dave Licani's How to Sell When Nobody's Buying. It's going to give you an awful lot of different strategies of helping create connections, leverage your networking, optimize your time, and make the sale based on relationships. Avoid making it a menu-based, feature-based, pitch-based presentation, because that's not interacting, that's not understanding what their real goals are. Is they want a solution. They want to know that they can trust the providers of the solution. They want to deal in a sense of integrity. You need good follow-up. You need to earn their trust and make sure that you follow through on the promises you make. Those are all things that you can do as a salesperson. The other ones that I want to talk about specifically, Dan Kennedy's Marketing to the Affluent. Understand that it's typically not going to be the lowest bidder or the guy with the biggest menu board of the features that earns the big government contracts. It's the firms that have the ingenuity to make sure that it's not going to blow up in the politician's face. It's going to come in on time, on budget, without controversy, and that their ass is covered. If you can deal in that level, you're in good ground. I hope that helps a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm Brian Bliss. Take care. Thanks a lot. I hope that helps.